you doing?
Sam, how would you rate tonight over all the days you had so far this season?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. Would like to finish that drive. I think it was kind of middle of the second quarter. Would like to finish that drive with a touchdown, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty solid. Would like to score a few more points, but that's the only thing I would say.
It seemed with you guys, the offense was kind of started going up tempo. It really started working a little better.
Yeah, well, we had like a 2-minute drive situation at the end of the half, and that's something we work on a lot in practice. Is those tempo, those 2-minute end of half, end of game situations. We spend a lot of time doing that type of stuff. So it's something we're very confident in. Something that we feel like is definitely a strength for our offense. So yeah, I think everyone feels pretty comfortable when we go up tempo.
Getting the actual game reps of that versus just in practice, what do you get out of it going through the game?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's much different. We do a pretty good job of making the operation in practice pretty realistic. With the clock and utilizing the timeouts and stuff like that, we do a really good job in how we drill those things in practice. So when we come out here to the game, it's really not much different.
You said the first couple practices of camp weren't what you wanted. What do you think you've shown them in the 2 preseason games and the weeks in?
I'm just trying to be consistent and put good ball on tape and complete the football and try to move my team down the field and score points. And I'm just trying to be as consistent as possible and just trying to help this team win games.
The decision making in Ryan Grove's offense, where are you at with that?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel like in both these 2 games, I feel like I've made some pretty good decisions for the most part. I'm sure looking on tape, maybe we'll see some things that I could have done differently. But it's also good to have things that you can improve on. So we'll look at the tape and see how we can get better for next week.
You hit Esau for the touchdown. You went to him on the 2-minute drive. How is that connection between you two grown? It seems like in practice as well, he's a guy you trust a lot.
Yeah, Sop can play. I love Sop. I love getting to play with him. He's got great hands, great ball skills, some of the best ball skills I've ever seen. In practice he makes some ridiculous catches. He's great versus press coverage. He's got a great release package. When we were in the red zone today, they came up and pressed him, and all I had to do was kind of hold the safety a little bit. I knew Sop was going to do the rest. But he's a good player. I love playing with him. I love when he's in there for sure.
What does that tell you about the receiver depth here, that he's a guy that's doing all these things you just said and yet battling for a job?
Yeah, I mean, me and Bobo were talking about today, we're deep at receiver. It's only my 3rd year in the league, but I've never seen a receiver room this deep, especially with the 2s and the 3s that we have. It's really impressive. It's a good problem to have. Unfortunately, every single guy can't make the team. That's the tough part about this business, but we got some really, really good football players in that room.
When your running game is left-handed and touch today, what does that do to your offense and your ability to use all the weapons that you have, tight ends, wide receivers, and even the back?
Yeah, it makes it easy. When you can be balanced on offense, it makes it way easier to throw the football. I think it starts up front. I think our O-line played a really good football game. They were great in the pass game. They were great in the run game. We were moving those guys out the ball. K-Mac did a good job running the ball. All the backs did. But when we can establish the run game early on, it just sets the tone and opens everything else up in the passing game.
You probably couldn't tell individual blockers in front of you. Do you have any sense, though, for how Anthony Bradford and Christian Haynes did as your new guards?
Yeah, both of them are great. They both did a great job, and those 2 guys have been having a great camp. And they have both gotten better each and every day. It's fun to watch those guys grow. 2 young guys and 2 guys that I think both have a very bright future in this league. So it's definitely fun to play behind those guys because they're gonna do what it takes to get the job done.
How has the team gotten closer and bonded over this week in Nashville?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think it was a great idea to come out here and bring pretty much the whole organization out here. We had a great dinner. I think it was Thursday night, and the guys really got to spend a lot of time together. And I think that's what builds a team. Is spending time, especially away from home, on these road trips together. And I think it's a really big. It's something that's really important to Mike is building that culture, building a family-like atmosphere here with this team. And I think he's doing a great job in doing that.
What did you learn about him or your coaches this week, day in and day out, with the morning, noon, and night?
Say it again, sorry.
What did you learn about your coaches, Mike McDonald, Brian Grove, being with them on this trip and the whole?
Yeah, just they love football and they love this football team. They want to do whatever it takes to get this team to where we need to be. And they want to win just as bad as us players want to win. And it's fun to play for coaches that really want it.
All right, Sam. Thank you.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Sam.